Alright, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to another video. Actually, that sounds really awkward. Why do YouTubers say that? Like, of course I'm welcoming you back to a video. What else would it be? Anyway, gonna be playing some Modern Warfare Remastered today. I just wanted a little bit of variety. I didn't really feel like playing Cold War, to be honest. This is probably gonna be another one of those, like, just rambling videos, you know? My motivation's been kind of shot for the last, I don't know, few days to a week or so. For a couple of reasons. I'll probably talk about them in a little bit. But yeah, I really just wasn't in the mood to play Cold War today, and I figured I'd play something I enjoy for a change. Dude, man, he knew. Yup, he heard the fucking campers galore, boys. This is what Call of Duty is now. But yeah, this whole motivation thing is kind of why I've been so inconsistent recently, as far as like uploading every day and stuff. And as for the reason that my motivation has been so shoddy, it mostly has to do with this like job opportunity I've been sort of, what the fuck? How is that? I must have no-scoped him in the toe or something. But yeah, it's got to do with this job opportunity I was kind of up for, which actually now that I think about it, I gotta be careful how I talk about this. I don't want them to, I sent them this channel as a reference. I don't want them to watch this video and think I'm trashing them or something. But basically, a couple weeks ago, I think I mentioned that I was like possibly gonna be doing something really cool. And what that really cool thing was, I'm not gonna say what company it was for, but I had a job interview that basically if I got it, it would have been a really big deal. Like career trajectory defining type of shit, right? Like this is the one you absolutely don't want to fuck up. Like I was actually beyond over the moon at the fact that I'd even gotten an interview in the first place, right? Oh my god, I'm so atrocious. But yeah, I had the interview. It was like over, you know, fucking Google Meet or whatever. I mean, I don't know, maybe this is my bias talking, but I thought it went really well. I felt like I communicated my strong points well. I felt like I really hit it off with the person interviewing me. And she generally seemed happy with the answers I had to basically everything she asked. Why is this whole lobby camping? Good lord. And then at the end of the interview, she said, yeah, you know, it seems good. I'll pass you on to the next guy. And she said, you'll hear about next steps sometime next week. Well, that was 3 weeks ago, or almost 3 weeks ago. It'll be 3 weeks on Thursday. Wrecked. Anyway, long story short, that's kind of the reason my motivation's been all over the place. I'm basically sitting here in this awkward position of like, I mean, it's only been 3 weeks, which really isn't that long of a time to not hear anything. But at the same time, like I've followed up on multiple occasions, you know, I've sent them like emails and stuff. I just haven't heard anything. So, you know, obviously like the assumption I guess you're supposed to make is that you didn't get it. But like I said, for one thing, you know, this is like a career defining opportunity. I don't want to just, you know, fucking give up on it, right? Oh, hey, look, I won the game somehow. 2-1, baby. Epic contribution. So, I don't know. I'm holding out hope that maybe they're just, like, backed up or delayed. This is a pretty, like, well-known and, like, popular company, and probably a lot of people really want to work there. So, it's also possible that they're sifting through, like, zillions of applications or some shit, right? But yeah, that's part of why I haven't really been motivated to do much of anything at the moment, is I'm just sitting here waiting, not knowing what's happening, hoping for the best, but, like, in the back of your mind, you kind of know that it's probably not going to work out. Oh, boy, here we go. But yeah, that's kind of what's been going on. I'm gonna reg gun. I'm gonna be a scumbag. Why not? So anyway, that kind of wraps up that whole sequence of events, I guess, and is why I haven't really felt like playing Cold War recently. It's just not, I've been preferring to spend my time playing games I actually like. Except Dota, that game's been driving me up a fucking wall, but I'm not gonna bore you with talking about that again. All right, I might have to leave. These guys are fucking crazy. Dude, he's jumping around with a shotgun. Like, is this even real? All right, get me out. I don't want to be there anymore. But speaking of other games I've been playing, actually, I mean, as far as off the channel goes, it's actually been a pretty good time. I finished Demon Souls finally, which is good. Sorry I never wound up finishing that series, but to be honest, it's kind of a good thing. I forgot up until I got there just how anticlimactic the ending of that game is. Like, the thing with Demon Souls, right, is after, like, the first bit of the game, you could technically go to any area of the game you want, and the game is balanced in that way. So, like, level 1 in World 1 is like similar-ish in difficulty to level 1 in World 5, if that makes sense. It's not like exactly the same, but that's kind of the principle, right? But if you just play the game the way you normally would and like, you know, you follow your power scaling, like you likely aren't going to touch World 5 at all until like you've completed just about everything else. Dude, what is with these fucking lobbies that I'm in right now? What is happening? Why are there so many campers everywhere? But anyway, yeah, like the ending of Demon Souls, World 5 is like the most annoying fucking disgusting area. It's like designed to be a complete pain in the ass. I have no idea why they made it the last world. It's so dumb. But the problem with it is that because of how annoying it is, you're kind of inclined to just to like run through it and like ignore everything and just run past the enemies, run past the items like you just don't care. Because I don't think there's really that many like amazing weapons in that area. And usually by the time you get there, like you have a finished build, so it's not like you're gonna be, you know, hoping for some god tier weapon or something like that, right? But anyway, you're really just inclined to run past everything in the area area because it's so annoying, and because of how strong you are at that point in the game, you're kind of able to. So like my total playtime for this Demon Souls playthrough was like, I don't know, probably 18 hours, 20 hours, something like that. But I only spent like 45 minutes in the final world of the game because of how just anticlimactic it is. These guys serious? So yeah, the final world is pretty anticlimactic, and then that's made even worse by the fact that, and this is a minor spoiler for Demon Souls, by the way, so just fair warning, but it's made even worse by the fact that the quote-unquote final boss of the game is like a joke on purpose. There's like a story reason for it, I'm not gonna get into it, but basically like the final boss is really weak, you can't really die to it. At that point in the game, you should in theory kill it in like just a few hits. And again, like there's story reasons for this, it's not like bad game design or anything, but it does become really anticlimactic after just like sprinting your way through a really annoying area and just kind of essentially speed running your way through the entire end of the game, if that makes sense. Like, it's this really fun, really challenging experience for the first 4 worlds, and then it just kind of ends. You know what I mean? Dude, these guys did not want to get out of this camping spot. Also, this fucker's using iron lungs. Like, iron lungs and claymores on a sniper. My God, this guy would have been bullied so fucking badly back in the day. Dude, this voice chat would have been hell on COD 4 for that guy. Actually, speaking of strange endings to games, another game that I played through and finished finally was Final Fantasy 15, which is actually a really big achievement for me because I have been trying to finish a playthrough of that game for like 5 years. Like I bought it right when it came out. I played it for like, I don't know, 4 hours. I did another playthrough like a year later, stopped probably at about the same point. Like I don't think at any point I made it through more than probably the first 6 hours of the game. But this time I found out I actually had it free on PlayStation, so I downloaded it and I played through the whole game in a week. And I gotta say, man, Final Fantasy 15, compelling story, fantastic gameplay for like the first 15 hours, and then it kind of like rushes to a conclusion. It's really weird. Like, I don't know, the game changes at like the halfway point. It's really awkward. Because the thing is, like, usually with open world RPGs, which is what it is, right? Like at the beginning of the game, it's this open world RPG. You're like driving around doing quests and stuff, right? Oops. But yeah, like you're driving around, you're completing quests, it's like your typical RPG. And in most RPGs, you don't lose the ability to do that until like, you know, the very end of the game, right? But in Final Fantasy 15, it feels like you lose the ability to do that like halfway through the game. And like it gives you the ability to go back. Like there's this mechanic where you can essentially like access your own memories and you can use it to go back and like do side quests you missed or like do side quests that maybe you weren't leveled enough for before, but you are now. So yeah, there's that. And then the end of the game, I guess it's not necessarily the end of the game. It's like the second to last level is just, oh my God, it's awful. I can't even describe it to you. It takes away everything that was fun about the game, which like granted there was a story reason for it. Like there's a reason you're supposed to be like stripped down and you don't quite have all your powers anymore and all this shit. But the level just drags on and on and on. It's so fucking long. There's no reason for it. And it just keeps going. Like there's multiple beats in the level where you think, okay, surely it's gotta be over at this point. And it's not. So there's all of that, right? And then the game just kind of ends. Like, I don't know, it's weird. The ending felt satisfying. Like, it wasn't a bad ending. The story was good. And like, the final boss was compelling. It was challenging. It was fun. It's not that the ending itself was bad. It's just that it just kind of happens, you know? Like, you're on this fantastic journey. It's, you know, you're really interested to see what comes next. You're really hyped for, you know, the ending of this super compelling story. And then it just kind of happens. And you're just like, all right, well, it's, I guess it's over now. Dude, reload the gun. I'm gonna lose my mind. And there's the chopper, boys. So yeah, I definitely enjoyed Final Fantasy 15, but I don't know if I'll ever play it again just because, I mean, dude, that ending was so fucking, or not the ending, like that level I was talking about. Like, I actually just never want to play that again. Especially because it really doesn't seem like the type of level that you can speed run your way through. I don't know. Like with Dark Souls, right? I'll play through Dark Souls any day of the week, despite how awful of an area Blighttown is, because I know how to speed through Blighttown. Like, I can finish Blighttown in 15 minutes. Like, Blighttown is one of the worst areas in any game I've ever played. I fucking hate it, but I can finish it in literally 15 minutes. There's shortcuts through it. So, did I just kill myself? I did. How the fuck did we lose the lead? Oh, we have a guy who's 0-7 and a guy who's 2-12. That's excellent. Oh, come on, dude. But yeah, so I did enjoy my playthrough of Final Fantasy. It's just, I just doubt I'll ever really like revisit it or anything, you know? I do know that there's a few like DLC episodes that I got with the version of the game that I picked up. I don't know if I'll actually go back and play through those, but I did hear that at least one of them has like an alternate ending. So I might go check that out. Anyway, I think that about wraps this one up. Sorry if this was a little all over the place. I'm kind of, like I said, I'm just kind of ranting at this point. We'll probably be back to our usually scheduled programming for the next one. Just wanted some variety. And as always, if you did enjoy this video, definitely be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you want to come back for more content. Thank you guys once again for 500 subscribers on the channel. And that's about it. I'll see you guys in the next one.